Hi, welcome to your introduction video for your network marketing sales and downline tracker. So this is a tracker really to track your personal metrics as well as your team metrics. So if you are in network marketing, it's really good to be able to have that visibility of how you're doing, but also your team. So this is what this is for. I used to be in network marketing. I'm no longer, but this was I used to use this and really build on this as I was doing things. So you've got two tabs. You've got your personal metrics and then your team metrics. So your personal stuff is for your own, obviously your own personal sales. So start off, and again, there's little notes for instructions within within this that you can obviously look at. So products. So you want to list your different products here that your company sells, that you're promoting, and also put in the cost of each product. And then obviously you'll add in each month how many sales you made for each product. So these are just example numbers, so take these out when you get to it. Or one thing just to note, when you do come to this tracker, the first thing you're going to need to do is to make a copy, because you're not going to be able to actually directly edit this. So you need to make a copy. So come along to File, and if you want to have this in your own Google Drive, if you use Google Drive, then go to Make a Copy, or you can download it as an Excel as well. So that's the first thing you'll need to do, and then you'll be able to edit it. So add in your products, you'll go through and add in your sales. You'll have the current month. You may, I mean, it's up to you if you find that column useful, but you'll need to change the cell each month. So you can see the C3, this one, it looks at the first month. So each month you'll just need to change that. So you'll change that to D3, E3, etc. You may not want to use it, it's up to you. And then you've got your total count. So this just shows you then your total based on the price of the product. Now, if you need more rows, you can just add in more rows and then just copy the information, okay? Now, here you've got leads. So this is kind of where you can track things like your leads, any appointments you've got booked, how many times you've presented, you've shown the presentation, how many new personal distributors you have got. It depends on your process of what you do, how you like to do things. I do things more online, so I didn't really use this, but when I was doing research just to make this tracker even better, I found more information kind of with this. So if you find this useful and you like to be able to track things like this in terms of how many presentations you've shown, how many appointments you've got booked, then you can use that. So again, these are just example numbers. So add in how many total leads you've got for the month. So leads is interested people that have said, yes, they want to know more. How many appointments have you had booked for, maybe you're going to jump on a call with somebody. Maybe you're doing a video chat, whatever you want to do. That's that. How many times you're actually showing the presentation to somebody, if that's how you're doing it. Slightly more old school, but depends what your process is like. And then you've got your personal distributors. So how many people you've actually enrolled each month. And it's going to show you then what your average per day is as well. If you're doing any Facebook advertising to actually, really utilize this in the best, then you can put in how much you spent on paid advertising. So again, there's a note there. Or if you're not doing that, you could put in how many hours you've spent talking to prospects, if that's how you do it. Depends on how you do it. But for paid advertising, it's going to show, so if you spent £100, then it's actually £5 per lead, in terms of if an ad has generated you 20 leads, it's £5 per lead. Then you're going to have the customers and acquisitions. That's a sum. So that's going to total up how many people have bought products. So that's going to show you that, and again, it's going to show you a cost per acquisition. If you're not sure what acquisition means, it basically means getting a new customer. So you want to know how, if you're doing Facebook advertising to really help you get more leads and more customers, how much does it cost you to generate a new customer? That's what cost per acquisition means, and that's going to show you that information there. And then you've got the conversion. So how many leads does it take to get customers? So these are just example numbers in here. So you'll put those with your own, but you can then see what your conversion rates are. And you've also got a conversion for lead to distributor. So, you know, but again, these example ones, it shows you've got a 5% conversion rate. So 20 leads gets you 1 distributor, for example. And then you've got kind of an income and profit bit there. Then when it comes to your team metrics, this is going to be your total. So you've got a space just for your total commissions, what your royalties are for your whole team. You can add those in there, just a way for you to be able to see the difference in how much you earn. And then you can track your total team sales. So again, as your team is growing, you can add in what your total team sales are in these months, month by month, and it's then going to show you what your average per day is. This is based on 30-day month. So it's going to show you an average day of sales, what that looks like for your team. As your team grows bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, it's going to be really helpful for you to be able to see what that's like. Then you can add in your total distributors. So how many distributors do you have each month, and how many are actually active? Because I know that's one thing. When I was in my network marketing business, you know, it was, you would get kind of some people would say, oh, I've got this huge team, but actually loads of them weren't actually active. So it's really important to track how many people are active, so you know who's sticking around. And the reason being is then, so this is why I've added in, you've got a growth rate and also a dropout rate. So you can see in the example numbers I put in here, we had 100 in April and 150 in May. So that shows me that I actually had a 20% growth rate and a 20% dropout rate. So the dropout rate is basically how many distributors against your active. So we've got a 20% dropout rate, and then the growth rate is, oh no, it should be that one. Yeah, that one is, yeah, that's it. So your growth rate of 150 versus your 100 is a 50% increase. So this, you'll want to pay attention, because you want to see what your retention is like. You're going to want to see, you know, how many people are dropping out, what that looks like. Is your team actually growing with new people rather than just replacing those old people all the time? So this is kind of what this is for. So I hope you find it useful anyway. If you have any questions, then make sure you're in our private Facebook group, and you can come and ask me any questions, and I can help clarify anything that maybe you're not sure of in the spreadsheet. And yeah, so I hope it helps, and happy tracking. See you soon. Bye.